Hi there, this is me Arman, and a very good evening to all of you guys. And I'm here to shoot a video for my PWT assignment, guys. So let's get started right away. So, guys, I have got a rotational moment for my PWT assignment, and before diving into this topic in depth, I have few other topics to discuss as well, which I have to cover in this very in this very video, guys. So let's dive right into it. So, guys, first and foremost, I have agonist or antagonist. So guys, muscles always work in pairs. Muscles can only pull, they can't push. That means when a muscles pull on a bones to make it move, other relaxes. That means we can't pull both muscles at the same time, otherwise the movement wouldn't happen. So the agonist, okay, so agonist, it is also called prime mover. The muscles which provides or produces more force is called agonist, and the antagonist, the muscles which opposes the prime mover, is called antagonist. So the other topics which I have to discuss is called isometric and isotonic. So guys, isometric, so when we break it, isometric, so iso means same and metric means length, so that means same length, and there is no movement in the muscles, so it is isometric. And the isotonic, it is, so it can be divided into two parts, concentric or eccentric. So the concentric, it is a shortening of the muscles. On eccentric, it is the lengthening of the muscles, right? So let's suppose I don't have dumbbells, so let's suppose I'm going to perform a biceps curl, okay. So in that case, when I move my hands towards my shoulder, the muscles here on the biceps, here the biceps muscle, it gets shorter, so it is concentric. And when I start moving my hands away from the shoulder, so the muscles here, biceps muscles here, so it gets lengthier, so it is eccentric. And the speed of contraction for eccentric is 2 to 4 seconds, and the speed of contraction for uh, concentric is 1 to 3 seconds, guys. And now I have inhalations and inhalations. So guys, the process of breathing, the process of passing gas through nose, it is called uh, breathing, okay. Guys, it follows it involves two steps. First, breath in, it is inhalations, and breath out, inhalation, exhalations, okay. So now I have to choose an alternate exercise. I would love to choose a single leg movement, guys. And now I'll be discussing rotational movement. So guys, rotational movement, so in our everyday life, we move forward and backward, we move up and down, we move side to side. So basically we rotate, we move in every direction, guys. So there are three plane of motion in which we move in our daily life. First, sagittal, the second is frontal, and the third is transverse plane. So guys, I have a few exercises. I'm going to give you the examples which are related to rotational movement. So the first would be wood chops high to low. The second is wood chops low to high. The third is wood chop transverse wood chop, and the fourth would be Russian twist, guys. So I would love to perform Russian twist, guys. Okay. So in the so Russian twist is basically a ab exercise, and everybody should know about it. So guys, to do a basic Russian twist, guys, you just need to balance on your butt. Your knees should be bent. Your feet should be off the ground, and after that, you have to hinge back with your body, and your posture should be nice. Then after, you have to put your hands together, and then after, you have to move your upper body with your arms side to side, guys. So I'm gonna show you. Let's have a look. So guys, I'm gonna sit here, okay. The balance should be on my butt, and the knees should be bent, and the legs should be off the ground, okay. And what I have to do, that I have to hinge back with my body, and then I have to put my hands together, then I have to move with my upper body side to side, guys, okay. And now I can do as fast as I can do, as I can. So this is called Russian twist, guys. So thank you for watching, guys. Love you.